the truth. You can't handle.
You can't handle the truth. That's the truth right there. Because oftentimes, we either blind to the truth, or if we're aware of the truth, we don't acknowledge it because we don't want to deal with the consequences of it. See, truth and facts are not the same thing. I'm going to cover that in another video. We ain't going to go in depth to that. But just to give you an example to understand, it's nighttime right now, right? But so in a few hours, the fact of it's nighttime ain't gonna be true. That's not true. In a few hours, because it'll be day, and that'll be the truth, right? That's what you say, or that'll be a fact. See, truth stands or endures the test of time. Facts change. There's a reason that I'm saying that, because it's the intent versus impact. You know what I'm saying? Actions versus motives, knowledge versus understanding. All different things. See, what all that wisdom is the principal thing, but all that get understanding. So, to give you an example of the difference from knowledge and understanding, you know what I'm saying, facts and truth. So you got a kindergarten class with a substitute teacher. She don't know the student, so she see Greg hit Sally. Sally, oh, get off me, don't hit me. You know what I'm saying? She sent Greg to the office. Greg's get disciplinary actions because we understand the fact that hitting another student or assaulting another student is not acceptable, and they, implement the appropriate disciplinary action for his actions. Okay, now let's look at that with understanding. We have another teacher. Well, not another teacher, but the original teacher, who comes into the class, teaching a normal class. She see Greg hit Sally, but she has an understanding that Greg and Sally like each other, and they are very playful, and they do this all the time. And they hear the, oh, stop, don't hit me, all the time. So instead of sending Greg to the office, she speaks to both of them and says, stop playing. And makes them aware that this time is not appropriate for that action. No further actions are needed. See, Greg's future changed off the understanding of the person that was judging his actions. But you had to understand Greg's motives to understand his actions. See, to try to judge my or interpret my motives on the premise of my actions is a backwards process. You actually need to understand my motives to properly interpret my actions. Okay. It's like, I remember back in AIT, that's military school for job training for your MOS. We were in the break room, me and a whole lot of other soldiers. And another soldier come in there. Cool dude, cool with me. White dude. Different culture though. And he started telling a story about something that he said happened earlier. I ain't say nothing, I'm just looking at him. And he says, so Williams, my name's Sam Williams, so in the military they use your last name, so they call me Williams. So he's like, so Williams comes into the classroom, and he's like, yo. And it's like immediately, just from right there, when he said that, everybody, all the soldiers that were in there, said, no, that didn't happen. No, he didn't say that. No, we don't believe nothing. And pretty much everything from that point on became invalid. He had no more merit because the actions and the words that he attributed to me weren't consistent with my MO or my method of operations. Just from that short duration of time that they had known me, they understood that our regional dialect, we don't say yo. We really don't say yo. Let alone all this elaborate, exaggerated hand movements and gestures is not consistent with my behavior. So just that understanding devalidated everything else he was going to say after that. I ain't had no reason to speak. And see, this was going on in society. There's a lot of people that are in positions of power that are making life-death decisions on people and circumstances that they don't understand. So How you gonna make these choices? How you gonna give me justice if you don't understand me? Right? Hence is the jury of your peers. Because these injustices are the norm, and the system is the norm, the injustice runs rampant. But we gotta redefine the status quo. We gotta challenge the impossible. Try to change the system. I mean, like, why think inside the box when outside the box so much bigger? In these discussions, I just try, be honest and, infuse original thought with hopes of fostering like an unbiased conversation among people. And it's okay to disagree with me. I mean, I understand point of view, facilitates perspective. But I often find that we as people are unaware of our own biases or untruthful about them. It's like, a lot of times, people say, you speak very well. Well, is that because I've mastered the English language with such magniloquence that the masses are enamored with the congenial bliss of my every word? Or is the compliment due to the preset limitations of me that they create in their mind? I'm honestly bilingual, fluent in both the King's English and quote-unquote Ebonics. But if I articulate my views with an urban flair, will my ideas be missed and or filtered by the bias that we adamantly deny? See, these truths and facts are not the same thing. They're different. Although your intent may be correct or your intent may be just, it doesn't mean that the impact of your intent follows suit. The why of a thing is important. That was taught to me by my wife. You know what I'm saying? I love you, beautiful. I appreciate it. That's a merge lesson. You might have another video about that some other time. But the why of a thing is very important. I always was a, don't give me excuses, give me results guy. But thanks to my wife, I know a little bit. But wisdom is the principal thing. You know what I'm saying? The application of knowledge and good judgment. But with all that get and get understanding. Wisdom is the principal thing, but with all that get and get understanding. This God My Ministries. God is. Your man Tim. I love y'all. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'll holler at you.